Today we're going to do activity that is developed by this artist, Chanu Best. You can find his tutorial under Blender.org under material tutorial, and then you can follow his instructions step by step, or you can follow my video. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to remove this default box, and then we're going to come to the top view. And if you had set up your preferences that under the editing you have aligned to view, then when you do Shift A and add the cylinder, that cylinder will be nicely aligned to your top view. Also, it is very important to start with the 0, 0, 0 coordinate. We're going to use lots of mirrors and arrays, so you want to have your object positioned and aligned properly. The next thing what we're going to do is we're going to scale, so scale Z just a little bit to make it nice and elegant. And then we're going to go in the edit mode, deselect, hit the top view, X, remove the vertices, and come to the side view. If you are in a solid shade, be sure that you can select all of your vertices. I'm going to switch to wireframe, hit the beam, and come here. We're going to do the set of extrusion. So EZ like that, scale a little bit here, and then EZ going up, EZ going up, and scale. And then EZ, we're going to come down, E scale, or one extrusion, E scale another one. And now we're going to merge in the center. So merge at the center. And we have something like that. All right. Now you can check, step out, and go into the solid mode and see if you think your watch is nice and thin and elegant. If you need to scale it a little bit, now it's a good moment. All right. So if we are done with that, let's go back to edit mode. And what we're going to do, we will add the first modifier. We're going to add a subsurf, add view number 2. And now we're going to add a set of loop cuts. So we're going to, basically we're going to create a nice bevel around every edge. So loop and select and find this horizontal here. So drag it, click, let it go. Same thing here, again, click and drag. And you see how now we have this middle part that is nice and flat, and then we have this nice beveled corner. Loop, drag, so you have to be a little bit patient with aligning these, but you will end up with a really nice result. So we're going inside now. And I believe one more here, and that's for the central part of my watch. Now this would be a good moment for me to save, so I can call this my watch or something like that, and you can even say 01 if you want to save several options. Alright, now let's go back to our top view. Let's step out from the edit mode. Let's go back to the object mode. And we're going to do Shift A, and we're going to add a cube. Now let's drag the cube down. Again, be sure that everything is nicely positioned, and because we're going to use the X mirror, so it is important where my pivot point is. All right. So we're going to adjust the size in the object mode, and what we're going to do, we will go scale Y. Then we're going to scale X. I'm in object mode, which is important, so I'm not changing my pivot point. And on the side, scale Z, something like that. Maybe move it up, maybe come closer here. And we can even change back to the wireframe. So we have something like this. All right. Now I can, in my view, I can maybe, while I'm still in the object mode, I can scale it a little bit more. All right. Now what I'm going to do, I will make cut. So let's go in edit mode. And I'm going to loop, cut, and slide right in the middle. Okay, now I will select these points here and I'm going to remove them. Now I'm going to mirror my object. So I have it here. And that's why it was important where your pivot point was, that everything is nicely aligned. And add modifier, and it's going to be the mirror. And by default it's X. If you need to add clipping, if your object is, if you're not perfectly aligned, so there is a gap, you can hit clipping. And that will be that. Now let's go here. And I'm going to go into the face mode and I'm going to extrude. I'll do a few extrusions. So I'll come here and extrude X a little bit. And as I'm doing on this side, I can see extrusion on this one side too. All right, so I'm going to now extrude Y, this, and then move it a little bit down, extrude Y, and move it a little bit down, and extrude, and Y, and move it a little bit down here. So I should have something like this, okay? Now let's add again the subsurf. So I'm gonna say add, and I will add number 2. I can minimize this one before. So again, I would like to add those cut loops. So let's find loop, cut, and slide. Let's zoom nicely in. Loop, and then find, we want to have it on the side, like here. So go all the way here. Come here. Let's go patiently. We want to find also this one side. Okay, we can go this way too. That helps. All right. And then I think this way. And I think this way too. And I think we have, so just check your edges. There should be bevel around each of it. All right, so we have that, and now what we can do further is to create a new part of our objects. If I come here, let's go back to the object mode. And again, maybe this is a good moment for us to save. I'll use save as, just in the case if I made some mistake. I can go back to a good version of my work. All right, now what we're going to do, we'll add the central piece of it. So I'm going to deselect, I'm in the object mode, Shift A, add cube again. And I'm going to position it as it is. I'm going to scale it here, something like that. Let's go here, scale Z, like this. All right. And then I'm going to add 2 loop cuts in the middle, and I'm going to delete the points, and then add additional subsurf, and I will also extrude it. So let's go into the edit mode and loop, cut, and slice. So if I come and if I come here, and if I go in my point view, what I want to remove all this. So hit B, and X vertices, and B, X vertices. So now I have this object, and I will add the mirror. So again, modifier, and add a mirror, and it's going to be X and Y. So I have something like that. And the next thing what I would like to do is to do the set of extrusion, but I will go the other way. If I come here, and if I go into the faces, I cannot extrude anything here, but I can hit this one and keep extruding it. So extrude this way and then move it down, extrude this way and move it down, extrude this way and move it down, and I have something like that. And if I go into the solid, I will have something like this. Next thing, we're going to add subsurf, and we're going to do the loop cuts.